Howdy, folks. We're back. Can you believe it? We're back. We are back in Season of Discovery, Season 2. So I have not played any of Season 2. I haven't watched a single video on Season 2. I haven't done any guides on Season 2. I haven't done anything on Season 2. All I've been doing is hanging out at home and resting. I had some medical issues a few weeks ago, and they've been preventing my ability to play video games. So, I am mostly recovered. So we should be good now. So we will begin our playthrough of Season 2. Alright, so we're going to level up in Season 2. I'm guessing we're up to level 40. So we will have mounts in this, which will be really cool. So, now I gotta figure out what is the best way to level. Now, since how Season 2's been out for a couple of weeks already, I'm pretty sure Rested XP guides ought to have everything solved. So, we're gonna use that. So let's see what they got going on. Let's see. Rest XP books guide, speedrun guide, 1 through 20, 1 through 20, 1 through 20. So 1 through 20. Options. Let's see. I don't know. What's the green right there? Oh, Lunar Festival. Okay. So Lunar Festival. It doesn't look like there's any specific guides, so let's demonic stuff. Cast. Oh, dogs are barking. Oh yeah, since the last time I streamed, I now have a little doggy. I don't know if I had the little doggy before, but now we have two puppers running around the house. A new little Oh, these are rune guides. Thank you. Oh,
Sarah's son.
Oh, nice. Got some nail in. Pull out the old knife. There we go. So yeah, I haven't played any Season 2. I have no clue what I need to do, but it looks like Rested XP Guides has what I need for finding all the runes. Oh, cool. Yeah, got a little scope screen right here. Deep cut and everything. Well, neat. And we'll have to do a little camouflage net right here. This will be fun. Put that on the scope later. Still waiting on parts. Cool. Cool. All right. So now we need to level up. Where is everybody leveling? Okay, so let's pull up our good old trusty, Wowhead. All right, so let's see what Wowhead has to say. Wowhead. Leveling. Let's go. Oh, that's Wrath of the Lich King. Classic. SOD. SOD leveling. Warlock DPS. Okay. Leveling. Best leveling builds. Level 20 plus. Alright. Abilities to skip. Alright. Zones. Alright, skip Curse of Weakness and Sense Demons. Can do. Okay. Class guides. Quests. Okay. Best leveling season 2 SOD. Wow. Level 20 to 40 guide. Boop. So we'll see what it says. How to level fast. Do 25 to 40. Okay, 25 to 40. Green Warden, Moss High Job, Third Fleet, search continues, battle for Thendal Span. Scarlet Monastery, dungeons, leveling tips. Wetlands. Okay, so this is Wetlands. Then Duskwood. Then Shimmering Flats. Okay, so knowing me, we may be able to hit 30 today. So we'll do Wetlands and then Duskwood. So I think that sounds perfect. So let's go to Wetlands. I need to go around the back this way. Got the Valentine's Day event thingy going on. So wetlands. Ah. Man, I forget how good the music is. Let me see here. Options. Turn the audio down just a little bit. There we go. I think 50 is usually what everybody prefers. Let's head over to the wetlands.
But to maintain our link to the mainland, we have hippogriffs constantly flying between Rutheran Village and Darkshire.
Okay. Whatever you say, boss. Yeah, so after we basically were like 3/4 of the way through Biz at max level for season 1, as you can see, we are rather stacked. And a 261 gear score. So we were sitting pretty. We were sitting really pretty at the end of season 1. So I decided to begin playing Dragonflight again. I needed something to fill my time, and I needed a break from regular classic, where we've got another warlock, undead warlock, sitting at level 61 right now in the Outlands. I haven't really been playing him very much. I've been kind of neglecting him, poor guy. So we went over to Dragonflight, and we played all the way through Dragonflight, did all the raids and stuff, and started gearing up my Orc Warrior, my old main that I've been playing for years and years and years and years and years. And he's over there sitting on a 450i level, so he's pretty decked too, for a filthy casual like myself. And then to take a break from farming gear for him, because that's really all that was left for me in the end game. I don't like some of the side content. We moved on, and I started an alt character, and that alt character is another warlock. I am really digging playing as a warlock. What's that? Oh, it's more of that. Really digging playing as a warlock. Aaron Aquinas, Rick Ashenville, level 19. And so I'm honestly considering maining a warlock. Now he is level 60 something. I want to say it's 61 or 62 as well. And he is in Dragonflight too. So we may pop on to him at some point again. And honestly, I want to talk about my feelings about Dragonflight too. I actually had a good time playing Dragonflight, which is relatively odd for me, because I really did not like BFA when I played it, and then leveling in BFA, I actually kind of enjoyed it for a little bit, and then it got old really quick. I made it! Nice. Stepping back. So yeah, we'll probably do that here in a minute. Probably before we start leveling, right? Because we've got a good series of quests now available. Sploosh. Man, I need to get a mount. I need a mount. Okay. All I have is my Sentinel's Nightsaber from Ashenvale. Okay, so let's look at the quests we have available here. We've got some... Apparently I got a quest here already. Oh, gear vendors. We gotta do Dark Iron Dwarves. And Sully's... You know, I think I did all the quests here, huh? I might need to find another location. Is this Wetlands? This is Wetlands, right? Yeah, this is Wetlands. Yeah, I might just have to... Would be another good zone. So we got Wetlands. What was the other option that we're given? Duskwood. Yeah, Duskwood is one that we can probably do. So let's see about getting to Duskwood. That's what, up north, right? Or is that on the other continent? That might be on the other continent. Duskwood. Elwyn. Ooh, actually looking at it, looks like we might want to go to Stormwind. Let's go to Stormwind. So let's get over here to this flight path. So let's head to Stormwind. What's this say? Astronar. Okay. Howdy, folks.
Where would you like to fly to?
I would like to fly to Stormwind, sir. Red Ridge, Dusk. I mean, we could go straight to Darkshire, but let's go to Stormwind first. Let's see what we got going on over there. All right. So while we're flying, let me see. I got my handy little cheat sheet here. So let's look at some of my key points. All right. So well, so the first thing, right? So like I said, I've been playing World of Warcraft Dragonflight for a couple weeks now, and well, better part of a month, to be honest. And how do I feel about it? Is it any good? If you're just interested in playing as a casual, is it any good for you? What should you keep in mind if you are interested in this content? And other things, right? So I'll try to answer those questions. So first off, was it any good? I would say overall, Dragonflight was a good expansion, at least as far as I've experienced it. I don't think there's any more content coming out. So let me break that down to why I think that was a good expansion. So first off, I prefer leveling it via questing, not so much spamming dungeons. So as far as the questing goes, I enjoyed the questing. I enjoyed the storyline. Helping the Dragonflights regain their seats of power, and then bring them all together and fighting the common evil. That whole theme was actually really fun. And the individual storylines relating to each of the Dragonflight, I mean, you want to call them a clutch or clan or whatever, right? Those individual stories were actually pretty good. Key standouts for me was the blue Dragonflight. It was pretty cool. Kind of sad. I think that was with Sindragosa and them at the end. And then you had the Black Dragonflight was kind of cool because I kind of like Rathian, to be honest. So yeah, just the individual Dragonflights was really fun. Playing through them and getting their seats of power back. The like the little faction side quests weren't as interesting, but I wouldn't consider them bad, to be honest. They just were not like as interesting as the individual Dragonflights themselves. And so I would still classify them as good. So overall, the questing was really good. The quest objectives were not very grindy either. So looking back on like BFA and Shadowlands, a lot of the stuff would be like, kill this number of this thing, kill this number of that thing. And it ends up being like an hour and a half of just grinding these annoying mobs, just wiping them out for no reason. Just for long periods of time. It almost felt like it was intentionally time gating you on the quest, which is annoying. Dragonflight's quest objectives did not feel like that. So it didn't feel as grindy, at least as far as any other MMO quests are concerned. Alright, so that's it for questing. So I enjoyed the questing. Next would be overall graphics and things like that, right? So the fidelity of the game, the play style of the game or whatever. So graphics are good. It's the modern WoW. So I think it looks pretty good. It's got its unique style that looks good. Graphics are considerably better. The cutscenes are really well executed, minus the way I guess the direction and the way the story is in the cutscenes. Like the enemies in the cutscenes did not really evoke any kind of feeling of them being an actual threat. I understood they were a threat, but they were very, very cookie cutter, and I would not classify them as particularly interesting bad guys. It's probably the worst thing about the story is that the major threats in the story are good threats, but not what I would say, well executed. But I still wouldn't consider it bad. I just consider it okay. Like the enemies are very cookie cutter, not particularly interesting. Also, the whole power of friendship shenanigans going on with some of the themes. It's pretty lame, in my opinion. But still, even as lame as I felt that it was, the story still I wouldn't consider be bad. It's just it had its moments of lameness, but for a majority of the time it was actually pretty decent. So yeah, graphics good. Cutscenes relatively good, although kind of corny, and not in a good way. And quests were good. All right, so now when it comes to fighting and gearing and leveling, all right, so we'll start with the Dragonflight content, moving on to the endgame content. So leveling in Dragonflight is pretty straightforward. Relatively quick. You can burn through the zones. Not Broken Shore. Maybe it is Broken Shore. The first zone that you start in is kind of drags out towards the end. But once you get out of there, you get into the plains and then the mountainous forests and then the ice flow areas. Those start to speed up really quickly, and it feels like that you're not like sitting in the same spot for a long period of time. Also while you're leveling through the zones, leveling goes actually pretty quickly. I think I hit level 70 about halfway through the Dragonflight content, so that felt pretty quick to me. So I actually liked it. I like hitting 70 relatively quickly. And then the rewards from the side from the questing experience was actually pretty good too. So by the time you finish leveling and questing through all the content, you end at like 420 item level or 415 item level, which is really good. You are well set up just from questing alone to start doing endgame raid content, which is nice. It's really nice. I don't think the other expansions were like that, so I really did appreciate that. So yeah, leveling was quick, and the gear rewards through questing was very good. They set you up for success, to be honest. when it comes to leveling and gearing yourself through the regular Dragonflight content. Now, endgame content. So I didn't do any Mythic raids. I didn't do any Mythic Plus. And I only did a couple of dungeons. And I mainly just did LFG raids, right? Because I didn't have a lot of time. And I wanted to approach this more from a casual aspect where you don't have the time to do major raid meetings for doing Mythic and Heroic runs with your guild or anything like that. Like you don't have the time available for doing that type of raiding. So I just ran weekly quests and did LFG raiding for gear. And in the course of 4 weeks, I was able to hit item level 450, which is pretty good, and level up most of my gear to 4 out of 8, which is 50% of leveling, which is neat. Which, by the way, is a really neat mechanic for your higher level gear in Dragonflight, is that you can slowly upgrade it, increasing its item level and its stat increases. So yeah, so leveling and gearing was really good. The raids are actually pretty fun. Now, I know there's some complaints about Sulfuron. What is his name? He's one of the raid bosses. I wouldn't know in LFG. Like I said, I did mainly LFG, so the raids are going to be a good bit easier than if you're doing Mythic or Heroic, obviously. And also, the people that tend to run those are just running them for quick clears to fill out their slots for weekly gear rewards, right? For their weekly chest. Speaking of which, my weekly chest rewards were good about half the time. The other half of the time, they're giving me nothing but trinkets. I already have my 450 trinkets. I am good on trinkets, and I keep getting trinkets, which is annoying. The only piece I'm missing from my full set is my headpiece. I can't get it to drop off the raid bosses, and I'm not getting the drop for the item that that you can craft a headpiece out of. So I've been pretty unlucky on the head. I haven't been able to get the drop for your dragon riding mount to make it look like Farak. So I haven't been too lucky on the item drop situation. So being that I haven't been very lucky on the item drops, there is another mechanic which I find extremely useful for gearing in Dragonflight, and it is this forge thing. It's close to Valdrakken. It's like northwest of Valdrakken, up on a hill. You can Google it. It's pretty easy. Just fly up there, and it uses a currency, right? I think you start with 8, and then every 2 weeks you get another 1, right? And it's like, I think it's account wide. And what you can do is you can convert any veteran piece of gear into a tier set piece. When I found that out, it blew my mind. So I was like, okay, so now I don't have to farm as hard for tier sets. I would consider that a very, very good player-friendly, casual-friendly mechanic. And the good thing about it is that even at max level, just doing these LFG conversions, the veteran conversions, you're still not going to be as good as if you're running Mythic content, but you'll get pretty close. So there is still a reason to run Mythic and Heroics if you want the higher item level gear. But if you wanted to quickly get your tier set gear, there is a mechanic in there for you to convert your veteran non-tier equipment into tier set gear. So you can farm out the pieces you need from the Emerald Dream. You go to this forge and you can convert them into tier sets, which is freaking sweet. So I really do like that. So I really like the leveling and gearing system. It's very, very casual friendly, which appeals to me, being filthy casual, right? All right, so now looking at new player experience, right? So 2 things. I leveled an alt character all the way up to Dragonflight, but not in Dragonflight. So like level 61 or 62, something like that. I did it through the time walking leveling BFA content. And then also my wife started a character from scratch on a brand new account. She's playing that. She's level 67 now, almost 68. And she's about 2/3 of the way through Dragonflight, which is really cool. She's really been having fun. Which leads me to leveling experience, right? So how is the leveling experience? Well, as an experienced player, at least relatively experienced, I'd consider myself decent as far as the experience and player ability goes. The alt leveling experience is very quick, especially if you got heirlooms. If you don't have heirlooms, it's pretty slow, but not that slow. With some experience, some heirlooms, things like that, you can expect to level an alt very quickly. Now, as for gearing and everything, those systems that I mentioned earlier, which are very casual friendly, are also alt friendly as far as gearing goes. Now, the problem with retail WoW is that professions are essentially useless. There is no reason to have a profession. So there is almost no reason to have an alt unless you want to try different quest lines, different classes, different abilities, that sort of thing. Which, by the way, is a lot of fun. Like you see here, I'm playing warlocks. Most of my content has been playing as a warlock, and I am a traditional warrior player. I wanted something different, and so it's really been fun learning how to play a warrior on the different versions of WoW. Now, as far as brand new player, has never played an MMO before, this is new, everything for them. It's not easy. So the leveling zones will level you quickly up until you get to the point where you can access Dragonflight content. Some of the instructions while leveling, some of the teaching mechanics, the intros, the tutorials, some of them are really well outlined and easy to understand. The problem is they're so base that when a new player comes to full content, they are severely lacking in the skills that they need to succeed in that content if they're new to MMOs. So you can get the leveling, but you don't understand fully the menus, the abilities, how to find everything, how to set everything up. And the tutorials don't give you the resources so that you can go find that on your own, which is a problem. So luckily for my wife, I've been there to help her out, teach her a couple of tricks, teach her how to better use the UI, how to find things in the UI, how to experience the content in a more streamlined fashion instead of just meandering. And so that's improved her player experience considerably. So the new player experience is somewhat lacking, I would say, in teaching them how to be more efficient in going through the game, because you can learn the basics of the gameplay, but it will not be a good experience for you unless you learn how to be efficient at that gameplay, which the tutorials do not show. As far as leveling and gearing goes, leveling is quick, gearing is not. So my wife reached a point where she was way under geared, but at the right level for content she was trying to accomplish. And nowhere in the tutorials or leveling zones did it explain how the gearing worked. So she had no understanding about how gearing worked. How cleaning her bags worked is what she learned about bags and selling items is very base. And so she didn't have a very good understanding of how to maintain her inventory, how to upgrade her equipment, when to check equipment, that sort of thing. So I've been trying to help her out with that. I mean, she is halfway through Dragonflight, right? She's like 2/3 of the way, halfway through Dragonflight, and she doesn't even know about the auction house. So there's considerable things that are missing from the tutorial for new players. What else? So gearing for new players is not fantastic. Leveling is perfectly fine. The quests are fun. Quests are fun. As a new player, she's enjoyed every single quest line that she's done. So the questing is good. As far as Dragonflight content, now that she is in Dragonflight content, how does she like it and how is she enjoying it? She says it's her favorite part of WoW so far. So that says something, right? So she loves Dragonflight, likes it better because she played BFA portion, then she went to Shadowlands, did like I want to say she did like 20% of Shadowlands and enjoyed Shadowlands more than the BFA content. And then now she's in Dragonflight, she loves Dragonflight. So for a new player enjoying Dragonflight, I totally get it, totally understand it. It's a lot of fun. Now, as far as well, she hasn't finished yet, so she hasn't gotten to a rating or dungeons or anything like that. Once she starts doing that, she's gonna really like it. But the problem is she is not very good at the game. Right? She's a new player. Like I said, like there are a lot of things that the tutorial misses when it tries to teach you things. And she's already found people recognizing her name and booting her from dungeons because she's bad. So that is a problem. Luckily enough, though, they instituted the follower dungeon system. Now, even I like the follower dungeon system because I don't have to wait on queuing with an actual group of players. I can just fire it up, ready to go, followers, run, and then I can charge through a dungeon and knock it out real quick. It is a really good system. So it makes up for, like, in her case, her getting kicked from dungeons at the very start because they recognize her as being a new/bad player. Right. She tries to tell people that she's new in the dungeons, and it doesn't matter. So she hasn't been having... I mean, it's only happened like a couple times. So overall, her rating experience has been purely with dungeons, and overall it's been fun. But there has been some negatives for a new player, and that's more of a community problem, not really a game problem. So how would she rate it? She likes it. She plays it every day now. So even with the bad stuff, she loves playing it more than she doesn't love playing it. As for me, how do I like Dragonflight? Well, now that I'm at the end game, it has been not too bad as far as grinding goes. Like I could just spend a day, like one day, one afternoon, and I could knock out all of my my weeklies, which is nice. I don't need to do a whole lot. I could hop in for like maybe 2-3 hours and knock out all my weeklies in like 2 or 3 hours, and then I call it a week, right? And go back to doing whatever else I'm doing around the house. So yeah, looking back at all the content, do I like it? Well, obviously at this point, I think it's kind of obvious at this point that I do like the content. Is it fulfilling? Does it feel fulfilling? Is it something that I enjoy hopping back into frequently? Yeah, I would say yeah. Not every day. Not at endgame. Endgame is not as interesting to me at this time for me to dedicate every single day to it. But it is entertaining enough that I do want to hop in at least weekly. So there is that. Overall, I would say Dragonflight is very good. It's not, I would not call it the best expansion, but it is the best recent expansion, at least since Legion. I would personally say Legion is actually better than Dragonflight. But Dragonflight is considerably better than BFA or Shadowlands. The gameplay, it was entertaining enough to keep me interested. Still is. Albeit in like 2 to 3 hour sessions, maybe a week. I wasn't very impressed with the storytelling, although I wouldn't consider the storytelling bad at all. And even for a new player, I think the experience is still actually kind of good. Kind of good even for a new player, and there's enough mechanics in there to help support them while they level and experience the game. So I hope that helps you if you're deciding to play Dragonflight. And if you have any questions, comment below. Subscribe if you enjoy content like this. And follow us on Twitch if you want to catch some live streams. All right, until next time, have a good one. So there we go. That's my my YouTube review of Dragonflight. I hope you guys like it. Next, right? So what are some of the plans upcoming for the channel? Well, obviously I want to level in Season of Discovery, but we do have Final Fantasy VII Rebirth coming out this month. So I have to find a way to get it working on the computer because I would like to stream that for all you guys. So I'm going to have to figure that out somehow. I'm trying not to blow too much money. Got my tax return. Well, I haven't got my tax return yet. Soon though. I'm trying not to blow all my money. got debts to pay. All right, so I will need a capture card for that. Is there somebody hiding right here? Where's my see invisibility? Where is it? Do I not have that yet? Do I not have invisibility, see invisibility? Aha! Okay, well that might be a rogue thing. Anyways, yeah, so Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I would like to stream that, so I gotta get a capture card, I guess, and get that set up. Might have to order that at some point. So yeah, so expect once I get Final Fantasy VII Rebirth in hand, we will be streaming it. Also, Season of Discovery. So when we're not doing Final Fantasy stuff, which by the way, I want to move to playing Final Fantasy every Friday. It's fun. I love it. Some of you guys enjoy it as well, and so I want to be playing Final Fantasy games every Friday. Makes sense. Final Fantasy Friday. It's fun. It rolls off the tongue, and I love playing Final Fantasy. So there. What's this about?
Well met.
Oh, brother.
Deep in a vast mine in Westfall, hidden beneath a barn in Moonbrook. No clue where these stinking thieving types came from. Anyway, the mine tunnel collapsed on us. I got out, but the others, well, the others haven't been heard from. You look like you might have better luck in there. If you could look for my brother, I'd be thankful.
Sure, why not?
He carried his Explorers League badge. If you can't find him, that badge would at least give me some peace of mind. Many of my friends perished that.
Oh, it's Dead Mines. Oh, okay.
If your adventures happen to bring you into that wing of the mine in Moonbrook, please keep an eye out for any sign which might identify them. If you come across any of their miners' union cards, bring them back to me, and I'll make sure their families get some resolution from this horrible accident.
Nomaregan has fallen under the control of those dastardly trolls. The situation is grave, but perhaps you can help, adventurer. Deep in the Dead Mines is a functional goblin shredder. Find that shredder and bring back the intact power supply. With the shredder's power supply, we can give our gyro-drill-matic excavationators the power they need to break through the rocky underground borders of Nomaregan, opening the way for a gnomish assault.
Okay.
I'm giving a speech on the fortitude of the spirit, and I'd like to recite passages from a particular book on metallurgy. The Stresses of Iron. A copy of this book should be in the Royal Library within Stormwind Keep. Can you retrieve it for me? If so,
Sure thing,
then
bro.
may the blessings of the light be with you. The Royal Library is very large, but the head librarian, Milton Sheaf, knows each shelf like it was his own son. Speak to him. He'll retrieve the book for you.
Okay, I can do that. So yeah, that's the general idea. We're going to play Season of Discovery. We're going to get up to level 40. We're going to farm out our end game stuff for Season 2, including our mount. And we will be playing Final Fantasy VII Remake until Rebirth comes out on Fridays. So that is the plan. I will be posting reviews of various things throughout the month. Hopefully I'll be able to keep that schedule and nothing else comes up. Like January was a complete mess for me, and so was the first half of February. So hopefully everything else goes nice and smooth now that all the rough stuff has already happened. Okay, let's go over here. Speaking of fortitude, that's cool. Now, what's that? Oh, Boon of Black Fathom. Okay. Am I not in the right place anymore? I don't think I'm in the right place anymore. Speaking of fortitude, well, where is he? That's Nipsey. Okay. Well, let's go find this guy. See where he's at. It's obviously not here. Stormwind Keep, right? That's what he said. Stormwind Keep. So not here, right? All the way up there. Is this Stormwind Keep? Am I in the right place? Probably not. So it's over there, I guess. I'm trying to remember how to get everywhere. I'm playing Horde for too long. I think oh, you know what? I think I remember how to get there now. I gotta go to Stormwind Keep and then hang a left at the throne room. That's where I need to go. Or I guess I go left over here. Hola, senor. Welcome, welcome. Okay. Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Metallurgy?
Whoa.
Yes, we have many books on the subject and are happy to aid Brother Christoph with his speech. Now, which particular book was it the good brother needed? The Stresses of Iron. Yes, I know the book. Quite a good one. Written by the dwarven miner Margulf Blagan a few decades ago. He spent most his time deep in the mountains of Casmodon, digging ore. Smart fellow. But where was I?
He's a fart smeller.
The Stresses of Iron. I'm afraid the book was moved to the Northshire Abbey. The caretaker of the Abbey's library,
Alright, let's run down this way.
To make a copy of the book for his own shelves. That was months ago.
Head over to the mage quarter, I guess.
Taking him so long.
Stranglethorn event. What's this Stranglethorn
If you don't
event?
mind a long journey, then I have a task for you to again help Stormwind fill its library. The old kingdom of Alterac fell after the Great War, and it had a large collection of books. It's a tragedy that the city is ruined, but even more tragic is all of their knowledge lost. We must recover what we can. South Shore is the closest town to the ruins of Alterac. Go
It
there
is.
and speak with Lore Master Divs. He can direct you to the ruins and to what books may be found there.
Okay. Well, looks like I got a couple of things to do, huh? Alright, so... Actually, I got some stuff here. Oh, no, there's just vendors. Marked vendors. Okie dokie. Go to the mage quarter, right? We got 2 quests to pick up in the mage quarter, I guess? Let's check those out. Where are all these? Ah, okay, yeah. So all that green stuff is the event quest, I guess. Alright. So off to the mage quarter. Let's see what these quests are all about. Stormwind City, I got South Shore to turn in, Brother Paxton to turn in. Okay. I already talked to Brother Paxton. What is this? Okay. North Shore Abbey. Alright. Well, I'll have to look at my map to see where the turn-in locations are. Oh. In here? What is this about? Hello.
Hey there, friend.
Donation of
Stormwind
wool.
needs your
Okay.
assistance and your generosity.
Well, thanks.
Our once large stockpile of textiles has run critical.
Yep. I'll just shut you up right now. Alright, so that's a donation quest. We don't need that. And then this one is like over in the Warlock Zone. Ugh. Allergies. Speaking of allergies, I gotta start my garden seeds. I'm gonna grow some jalapenos, some zucchini, and some tomatoes. My zucchini and tomatoes, my tomatoes didn't do good last year, but my zucchini went insane, and then my jalapenos did okay. So I just gotta get a little bit better at growing jalapenos. And I gotta figure out why my tomatoes essentially failed last year.
Lord Wishawk is causing quite a stir amongst the House of Nobles.
Okay.
He was made aware of our little establishment down here, and is lobbying for a full investigation.
Uh-oh.
I have a plan to keep Wishawk preoccupied, but I'll need your help. There is a flower growing in the garden of Stalvin on the outskirts of Darkshire. This small white flower is known as the Tear of Taloa. I will also need a musquash root, found only at the very base of the falls, far beneath the stone rot dam in the wetlands.
Well, well, well. Okay. Can I make stuff? Make bandages. Where am I at? 150? I guess I need to train that, don't I? Do professionals go up another level? I don't know if any of you guys know. Let's see here. There's another one. Quell the Uprising. I think that's another... So I'm not bothering with dead mines, right? So let's abandon the dead mines quest. Okay. Stockades. Maybe. I'll leave them open for now. Wailing Caverns. I'll ditch that. Okay. Wetlands, I'll keep. Stormwind, Razorfin Crawl. Yeah, I'll keep those. Alright, so let's go to... Is that a dungeon? That is a dungeon, isn't it? Razorfin Crawl is a dungeon. Stormwind City is my non-dungeon quest. So, Brother Paxton, North Shore Abbey, Red Ridge. Alright, so let's see here. North Shore. Oh, okay, North Shore Abbey. I gotta go back to the starting zone. That I can do. Sure wish I had a mount. I do not have a mount. Here we go. We are going out into the world again. And this is gonna be quite a walk, I think. I have tailoring and engineering, it looks like. Yep. Okay. What's my engineering at? Oh, max. Like that. Tailoring is also at max. First aid is at max. Cooking is at max. And I believe my fishing is also at max. Probably gotta go to character. Skills. Okay, good. So I did put the work in. That's good. That's good. $359 gear score. Nice. I like. Uh-huh. Well, we can swing by the fishing trainer over here real quick as we're passing through and see if there's any. I should have stopped by engineering and see if there was another upgrade. How dare those wolves throw their face around my town. Dang, all of these. Evening, ma'am. Alright. Fishing trainer.
Good day.
Your skill exceeds mine, though I've heard that Old Man Hemming in Booty Bay has copies of The Base and You. That is sure to help you increase your skill.
Well, there we go. Booty Bay. I know exactly where he's at. Cool. So I guess that might actually be unlocked, considering that there's an event in Stranglethorn now. I don't know what that's about, so we'll have to check that out eventually. Let's see, Stranglethorn Vale is what, level 35, right? I want to say it's level 35. I think we'll have to go to Darkshire. It's 27 to 30 or 35 at Darkshire. So that is where I think... Oh no, did I do all the quests in Darkshire? I think I might have done all the quests in Darkshire. That could be a problem, to be honest. Might have to find an alternate zone. Let's see. I guess I could do Redridge. We could level in Redridge. That might be an option. I really have to think about that. We'll go to Dark, because I basically cleared out all the quests in Wetlands already to farm gold. I have 8 gold. From buying all my raid pots. Oh, the library. I didn't go to the library. Jeez. Hiya! Oof. Alright. Here? Hello? Not the right library. Library. This way. There he is. Alright.
Mr. Sheep is wondering where his book is?
Yeah, no problem.
Well, this is a tad embarrassing. I have the book, but I'm still making my copy, and I'm not quite ready to give the original up. I've been meaning to finish
I feel
my
that.
copy of The Stresses of Iron, but, well, you see, I make my own ink for books I copy. It's my own recipe. It doesn't run or smear, and it dries very quickly. Unfortunately, it dries too quickly. My last batch dried up before I could finish the copy job, and I haven't had the chance to make more ink. To make more, I need Rathbun iron ore from the Red Ridge Mountains. Foreman Oslo in Lakeshire is my usual supplier.
Red Ridge. Tier of Taloa. I could probably do the Tier of Taloa. Let's do Tier of Taloa. Okay, so oh wait, I'm far from a flight path. What is the closest flight path? Is it Red Ridge? Or is it Stormwind? I think it's Stormwind. I think if I cut across here to Stormwind, it'll be faster. We'll fly to Darkshire. We'll try to get the Tier of Taloa. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll fly to Darkshire and then try to get the Tier of Taloa. And then after we do the Tier of Taloa, which we should be able to do, we're extremely overpowered for level 25. So as long as I don't muck it up, I should be fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is my, and then spam shadow bolts, I think is the way I want to do this. Looks like all my gear is set up correctly, so I think that's what we'll do. So yeah, we'll fly to Darkshire, go get that Tier of Taloa, and then after that, we'll be pretty close to the flight path in Darkshire. We'll fly back to Stormwind, turn that in, and then if that finishes that Warlock stuff, then we'll move on to, Red Ridge and go farm those gnolls until we get to I guess level 30. Hopefully it'll get us to level 30. We'll see. It's all like level 23 to 24 quests, so I don't know. I don't know how well that's going to work, to be honest. Alright, here we are, back to the flight path. So now let's go fly over to Darkshire. Man, I haven't fought anything. It's been an hour, I haven't fought anything.
These great beasts know paths that you can't find on foot. They'll get you there fast and maybe show you something new at the same time.
Appreciate it. Alright, well, I hope everybody's January and February have been going well. Valentine's Day is the 14th, right? When is that? That's tomorrow? Valentine's Day is tomorrow? What should I do for my wife? What should I do? She doesn't like flowers. She says if I get her flowers, I get her fake flowers. She doesn't like flowers. What does she like? What's her favorite thing? Ooh. Don't tell her. I think I would take her to the German bakery. But a half hour from here. Her favorite place. Favorite store. I think that's a good idea. I'm gonna take her to go get some German stuff. Nice. Frickin' stack, boy. I'm so stacked right now. Alright. Kinda excited. I haven't fought with this guy in a long time, so gotta go due north to the house Tier of Taloa. If I remember correctly, he's kind of a hard guy, right? It's like a level 30 quest that takes multiple people. Doesn't say. Doesn't say multiple guys. Doesn't say elite or anything, so I just have to see, I guess. Let's do it. Let's go get the Tier of Taloa. Okay. I need my Zomboy Voidwalker.
Why do you call?
Alright, so let's do it.
I'm out of range. I can't cast it yet. That's still recharging.
Ooh-wee.
I need more metal.
Oh, okay. Increase your attack speed by 10% for 30 seconds. Season's greetings. What else I got over here? Oh man, that was close. I need one of these. Create a Hellstone. Okay, let's use one. Okay. Alright. can I do this? Gotta get the Tear of Taloa. Got it. I'm out of here. Bye. Bye. I am out of here. Well, we got it. That's good. Alright, so now... Is he still chasing me? No.
Where would you like to fly to?
Red Ridge.
Have a good one.
Thank you. Alright. So, where's the other one? I don't see it here. Don't see it here. Don't see it here either. Well, I do have a quest I can turn in over there. It's over here. Musquash root. Ah, there it is. Do no guys. Okay. So I do need to go to Wetlands, travel all the way down here, and then go get the Noble Brew. Okay. Perfect. Alright, let's go turn this in, and I guess we can go to the Wetlands and see about the Musquash root.
You need what? Maybe you haven't noticed, but we're busy fortifying Lakeshire's defenses and repairing damage from recent orc attacks. If you need Rethbun iron ore, you'll have to get it yourself. Rethbun ore is named after the man who first found it, Bart Rethbun. When smelted, it's not as strong as iron, but its ore has a dark, flat color that some scribes use in their dyes. It can be found in the Rethbun caverns north of here.
Okay.
We usually have some in stock, but we're too busy preparing for orc attacks to gather any. And besides, Redridge gnolls are now living in the Rethbun caverns, and their drudgers are gathering the ore themselves. So if you need some, you'll have to get it yourself.
Okie dokie. Alright, so let's go to Wetlands and get that other piece. Yeah, I guess we'll have to go here and run down the path, I guess. Alright, while we're flying there, I'm going to take a quick break and then we'll be right back. Oh, we're still flying. Okay. No problem. We're getting there. Oh, there we go. There's Menacel Harbor right there. Almost at our spot. Okay. Bear with me real quick. All right, so let's move on over. Get the numbers lock here. We'll auto run because this is going to be another long trip as well as we run on over there to get the musquash route. First, boom, we'll just refresh this. Get our Void Walker back out. Now, where is my soul drain?
What do you want?
Where's my soul drain? I got that one. Okay. Ah, there it is. No, that's mana. Now, hopefully there's not a bunch of horde came in this road. They were last time. I don't know if you guys remember that one. When we were sitting here wrecking horde that were trying to come for. Actually, they were pretty much wrecking us. It was pretty bad. We had to basically do three on one. It was basically what I had to do to beat them away. But just looking at their hit points, they were geared better than us, to be honest. I was one of the better geared guys, and they were better geared than me. There we go. Those two. Ranger band. Oh, it's just a regular rubber band. Alright, while running over there, I'm going to be doing something real quick, so I'm going to turn the webcam off. But I am still here, so don't worry about it. I am watching. Okay. Try to stay on the path here. Well, looks like I attracted a crocolisk. Never mind that guy. Where are we at so far? Okay, we're about halfway there. Did I see somebody right there real quick? I hope not. Oh. All right. Back on the path. There we go. Ah, we're back. Sorry about that. Okay. Now we need to go over here somewhere. Pretty much straight ahead. We have what I'm guessing is probably a cave over here somewhere. What was this guy? 21? Easy. Yep, I see a cave right there.
That's still recharging. That spell is
Heck yeah, that's some good damage right there. Feels good, feels good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the way you do it. Alright, so what is this? Musquash root. This is level 30. Well, the crocodiles over here aren't that big of a deal. Huh. Okay. Still not a big deal. Well, let's take care of him first. I hope that's from falling down the mountain. Okay. Okay, that works. Let's see here. Well, we got that. Dang, I should have set my Hearthstone to Menethil Harbor. But that's it. We can head back now. Boy. Another long walk back to Menethil. Cool. Get rid of that black ooze over there. Let's see. Boots. Deadwind Pass at 40. Lake of Fire. Level 25 Hillsbrad Foothills. Master Channeler. Do I have all these? I don't have Haunt 3. Or Chaos Bolt 8. Well, maybe I do have Chaos Bolt 8. Okay, I've got Lake of Fire. Shadowbolt Volley, I got that. I have most of these, right? Shadowbolt Volley, Chaos Haunt. So it says Haunt 3, Skillbook, Soul Harvesting, Portal of Summoning, Scarlet Monastery. Okay, well that's something I gotta take care of. Red Ridge Mountain Incinerate, I have it. Everlasting Affliction, I have it. Wait, do I? Ratchet for Demonic Pact. Although, don't I have Demonic Pact? Yes. Okay. Let's look at it correctly. Alright, so chest. Right? So chest. There's Lake of Fire, Master Channeler, Soul Siphon, and Demon Tactics. Okay, got it. Next, legs. Legs. Demonic Grace, got it. Demonic Pact, got it. Everlasting Affliction, got it. Incinerate, got it. Okay, boots. Gloves. Okay, gloves. Metamorphosis, Shadowbolt Volley, Haunt 3, and then Chaos Bolt. Well, I know I have Chaos Bolt. I don't have Haunt 3. So I'm guessing I need Haunt 3. Demonic knowledge I don't have. So Haunt 3 and Elwyn Forest. All that. And soul harvesting. Alright. So that's what I need. Okay. Well, that's that. Noble Brew Quest. South Shore. I think we have South Shore unlocked. So we could go ahead and pop on over to South Shore. Go away, Crocolisk. All right, almost there. Sorry for all the silence. Kind of zoning out, thinking about things. Okay, we are back in town. So let's hop over to Fly Point. Well, I think we'll go South Shore. Because I think South Shore is probably a closer flight path. And then, yeah, I guess they're leveling here in, Wetlands. Alright. Okay.
Where would you like to fly to?
South Shore, ideally. There you go.
See
Let's
you
go to
around.
South Shore. We'll say hi to them. South Shore is over there, so it should be relatively quick. Well, what's crazy is we'll actually be back here probably leveling maybe. There's a large horde presence outside of South Shore, so I don't know how well the leveling will be. I should probably ditch the stockade quest, huh? Probably should, to be honest. Breastband ore. That is Red Ridge. Okay. We have arrived. There's a person here. There's people here in South Shore. Oh my goodness. There's people leveling in South Shore. I can't remember the last time I've ever seen this.
Ah, yes, I remember Milton. A bookworm, no doubt. Bless him, and he's right. The ruins of Alterac still hold stores of knowledge in danger of being lost. Ogres now dwell in Alterac, and they don't care much for higher learning. Those beastly ogres now reside within Alterac's ruins, and I shudder to think what they're doing with the precious books still there. You must recover what you can, enter the ruins of Alterac, and search for tomes looted by the ogres. Get whatever you can find and bring them to me, but also seek out one book in particular, The Arm of Grelic. It contains ancient troll lore that I must learn, and the ruins of Alterac was the last known location of an intact copy of this book.
Huh.
Transferred from the Stormwind City Guard to South Shore, a town that should be abandoned by the looks of it. Smell of the harbor day and night. Not to mention old Redpath wants me to take care of they murlocs. Ha! I can barely rouse myself to go out to some of the pockets of the overgrown fish down the western strand. If you would go in my place and take care of them, I'd appreciate it.
No problem, homie. Alright, next we'll fly back to Stormwind. We're gonna turn in a Noble Brew.
Farewell.
Then we'll head to Red Ridge, and we will quest in Red Ridge, I believe. I think that'll be the game plan. That's gonna be another long flight. Alright. I'll still be here. I'm just gonna turn the camera off. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, long flights everywhere. Where do I need to go? I need to go to Mage Quarter and go to the Warlock Bar. Pretty stoked about that. All right, cool. I wonder how much experience this will give us. Bet you the quest says. 25 silver. Cool. Not much, I guess. What is this called? The Burning Cat? What is this called? Slaughtered Lamb. All right.
You need most excellent.
Ooh-wee.
Lord Wishawk, like all men, has
2,400 experience.
happens to be a fondness for liquor. The hypocrisy is astounding. The trite fool spends his days trying to shut down our little tavern while his nights are spent upstairs, running up a bill he never pays. Well, let's see how Wishawk likes this special brew I've prepared for him. Black Claw Stout. It's got quite a kick, adventurer. Take it to him and see how he likes it. Most likely the old fool is milling about the Hall of Petitioners.
All right, off to the keep. All right. See, is it faster to go this way? I think it might be. Keyboard turner. Funniest thing, we haven't even gotten 25% of the way up to our next level. That's fine. That's fine. Tomorrow, I think we'll be way more focused on leveling, and not so much just trying to find our groove. You know what I mean? It's the right way. There's the Les Stockades. Wonder where that monster is. Stormwind Lake Monster. Yeah, I think for season 2, I think our focus, besides getting runes like in season 1 and gearing up, I think we're gonna farm some mounts, right? You get some cool mounts, right? You get some horsies. And what else? Some horsies. And of course I'll have my demonic horse mount.
Thank you.
No problemo, senor.
Here's a copper for you. Now, out of sight with you, and let me enjoy my drink.
Oh, what a shame. What a shame, sir. What a shame. Okay, you have served us well. All right, let's go see what Darth Vader over here wants. And back and forth, back and forth. I mean, that's good experience. So far, we've got almost 5,000 experience from those 2 quests. 34, so that's like 1/7. A little less than 1/7. So we'd have to do 15 quests. We'll say each quest takes 5 minutes to take about a little over an hour to get a level. So that's doing all this running around stuff as opposed to efficiently questing. So I think once we run out of stuff here, we might just call it for the day. And then we'll pick up tomorrow in Red Ridge. So I'll move this character on over there to Red Ridge. I'm sure you guys don't want to be bored by that. And then we'll pick up tomorrow in Red Ridge. I think that sounds like a good plan. And almost back. Running from one side of the place to the other. It's actually not that big, all things considered. Geez, 2 gold summons? Oh my goodness. The economy must be wrecked right now. Alright, almost there. Almost there. 2 gold summons. That's nuts, man. 1 gold is pretty wild. 2 gold is ridiculous. You gotta think that's almost 70 silver per guy in a summon group. That's good money.
I hear Lord Wishock enjoyed his beverage. You have served us well, adventurer. The warlocks of Stormwind will be able to practice our ways without disturbance, thanks to you. For your efforts, I have prepared a special gift for you. Speak with my servant Zagi and claim your reward.
Ooh, look at that, huh? I mean, higher gear score, but Warthog Gulch. Nice. Look at that, huh? I got my Warlock hat. Cool. Neat. Red Mage hat. 7 intellect, 7 spirits. 50 armor. I mean, it's better for armor, but I'll probably throw that in the bank. Well, cool. We got a nice hat out of that and some decent experience. We're almost a quarter of the way there, right? So 8 times 4 is 32. So yeah, so we're almost a quarter of the way there. Guy calls himself Dumbledore. The best thing is that this is an RP server, and all of us streamers, especially the big ones and their audience, have just wrecked this place. It is not an RP server. It is a regular server that is labeled as an RP server, which is too bad. There are some people doing RP, which is nice. I try to do RP as well. But in general, nobody's RPing. I do try to do it. I didn't realize that there's naming rules, but I figured I would name it after the channel, you know, so people go, oh, okay, I know that guy, right? I mean, my guy looks pretty boss with that hat, though, not gonna lie. Alright, we'll go throw my PvP reward hat in Meow.
Greeting. No one's ever stolen anything.
What up,
here.
homie?
Not in the
Yep.
whole history
Throw
of
you in there.
the whole history.
Whole history of history. I'm gonna need that for later. Robes of Arcana for questy stuff. Wait, that's better. Plus 5 intellect. Oh, plus 9 intellect. Oh. Okay.
Go with honor, friend.
All right. So I guess we'll call it there. All right. So if you enjoyed this stream, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and you'll be notified once you hit that bell of when we go live again tomorrow, about the same time. And if you want to check out more of our content, go ahead and support the channel by giving us a follow over on Twitch. And keep an eye out on our Twitter channel for updates on when we go live and post other videos. So, until tomorrow, have a good one, and I'll see you then.